Now, you guys are a good crowd. I talked to some of you before the show. We had a good time. Was actually out in the lobby signing autographs. That was fun. By the way, they're still out there in case anybody wants them. Having a tough month. I had a traffic accident in my truck, which confuses me because I drive a red Dodge pickup truck. I mean, it is red. You should see it. And it says Dodge right on the front of it. It tells you what to do. Somebody hit it. Had to go get a rental car. Went to the rental car place. I said, what do you normally drive? I said, red Dodge pickup truck. They said, great. I left with a VW Beetle. And I don't know if you know this, but the VW Beetle is without a doubt the most emasculating car on the road today. Because if you're driving a VW, I mean, you're driving a big car, you're used to a big car horn. Big car horn says, hey, get out of the way. The VW Beetle horn says, excuse me. You can't intimidate people on the freeway with, excuse me, excuse me. My wife says I'm a bad driver, and I don't believe her because I use my turn signal right before I cut people off in traffic. Yeah, she says I'm a bad driver because I learned to drive in a small town. And when I got to the big city, it was tough, you know, because I kept getting stuck in traffic, and people said, well, you need to listen to the traffic report. It tells you where the slow spots are. We didn't have a traffic report in my small town. We had a guy who used to wander in the grocery store going, y'all don't go that way, Jimmy's got his truck stuck in a ditch again. I was back in my little small town. I needed a ride. So I said, well, I'll call Uber. They don't have Uber, okay? They have the next best thing. They have a small town version called Goober. You don't have to call anybody. You just stand on the street corner and somebody comes by and goes, y'all need a ride? We'll get up in the truck. Having a tough month. I mean, people have been asking me painful questions recently. Guy came up to me the other day and asked me, do you know who you look like? The problem with this question is it's never anybody good looking. It's always somebody creepy or weird. Guy said, do you know who you look like? I'm like, no. He said, I've been watching this show on serial killers. You know that guy that hacked up 17 people and buried them in his backyard? Yeah, you look like him. Oh, goody. But I know my looks confuse people. I can see it on their face when I first meet them. They're thinking, did John Belushi and Roseanne Barr have a love child? What is the deal? No, and people react weirdly to me. It's strange. I was in a store the other day, minding my own business. I was looking at shirts. And I looked up, and this guy is staring at me. I nodded, he nodded, everything's good. I looked up a couple minutes later, he's still staring. And he's an ugly guy, man. He's like dark and swarthy. Man, he looked like a terrorist. And I started to get mad until I realized it was a mirror. And I went, oh, how you doing? I know I do my looks, but people wonder about my ethnic heritage. They wonder about where my family's from. I get a lot of questions about that, mostly from Homeland Security. So for those of you who are wondering, part of my family's white and part of my family's Native American. So periodically I feel a need to steal land from myself. But then I feel bad, and so I give parts of it back. Allow myself to build casinos on it, which I think is nice of me. And I married a white woman, and I did not realize how white until I met her family and realized they're from Scotland, Ireland, and England. Yeah, these are the whitest people on the planet. And I did not realize there's levels of white. There's white, there's lily white, there's pasty white, and there's clear. These people are one step above glow in the dark. That's all I'm saying, okay? They go to the beach, they go from white to red, do not pass tan, do not collect $200. We have 2 kids. Thank you. They're like, why would we be plotting for your kids? No, we do have 2 kids. My daughter is 26, and she called the house the other day to inform us that she has a new boyfriend who's 48. Yeah, we're thrilled. And she was bringing me by the house, and my wife said, now be nice. I said, no, we got a lot to talk about. What was your favorite rock band in the 80s? Which AARP plan looks good to you? What's up with these kids today?